Hey, it's Wrestling Hero Figs. We're going to be looking at the best WWE fix-ups for the last 12 months. Now, fix-up, what does that mean? Well, there's no paint apps. There's mainly just part swaps and things that are going to make these figures what they once were to a brand new leaf. And if you guys are stopping by for the first time, hit the subscribe button, drop a like. If you guys want to see an early sample of the upcoming Legends Big Red Machine, and also we do have a goal for this video. If this video reaches 250 likes, we will do the best customs of last year. We haven't covered that yet, and I think a lot of people want to see this. And the reason why I'm calling this an early sample is because the mask, the way that they've revamped it, it's kind of dating back to early Jakks. That's right, you guys. This head scan, it is not Mattel, even though it might be looking like Mattel. If you guys saw this video earlier on in the year, this is actually we had picked up just to try it out, right? We had gotten that Nation or Decade of Domination gear, and I was like, man, I know he had a certain mask that ringside, actually, I believe it was the ringside exclusive now that I come to think of it. And I was like, we got to try it out, man. We got to slap that on. We got to add a little bit of extra because I know that even the upcoming Legends Kane, he will have the updated knee pads. So if you guys were curious, like, dude, we didn't get it with the ringside exclusive. We didn't get it with the Walmart. Now we're getting the third time. Apparently, third time's a charm. The tag team title also making a return, which is awesome because RVD, this is another character that we needed back into the Mattel lineup. Only thing on this go around though is that we're using a brand new gear. We never got the official release of the Chase, but you know what? I think for me, you guys, this is gonna do it. Check this out. This is based off his earlier Elite with, of course, the update of the double jointed elbows and the brand new head scan. So both gears, dude, look, nothing wrong with Elite Series 92. Also, I'm getting at is that we need to get that converted, man. We need to get the tag team titles around the waist of the most dominant, or at least for during that era, I would say one of the most dominant tag teams. Now let's continue this because I know you guys want to keep it rolling. Jeff Hardy right here, Ultimate Edition, hands down, probably ranking either number 1 or number 2. And these are not in any particular order. We're going to keep going through these, but I got to put this very, very high up in the list, mainly because it just needed it, man. It needed it to happen. So once we got that with, I think it was the entrance greats. Yes, it was the entrance greats, Jeff Hardy, mixing it with the combination right here of one of the scans right there from the UE, as well as once again, the updated elbows. And this is actually going to play out for a lot of characters. It doesn't matter if it's RVD, the whole new upgrade with Mattel, leveling that up right there with all of the elites. That's going to do a lot of great stuff for older gears. And I know you guys are wondering, like, bro, you got Brock Lesnar over here. You ain't even going to be talking about him. We will cover all three back here in the background. I just wanted to bring this one real quick because I know this one right here, hands down, Ruthless Aggression, best Brock Lesnar ever. And yes, he is getting the re-release, which, you know, I know for some collectors are like, yes, we're finally getting him back. And this is going to be a great thing because you could do a lot with that Ultimate Edition Brock Lesnar, not just what he's doing right now on TV, but if you guys want the whole theme. Of course, there were some requirements apart from torso cracking this and putting on the actual tights from his earlier release. But the other part was definitely the tattoo removal. If you guys recall, he had a whole tattoo going on up front, so we had to acetone that off. But I think as an overall fitment, you guys, I mean, usually when it comes to torso cracking, it's a hit or miss, but I think this one turned out really good. Really enjoying the seams. Probably second, maybe third ranking right here in the list. I'm already spoiling it. I'm telling you all of my favorite ones, but it can't be done unless if you knocking down my fakes. Come on, Beastie boy. We're putting you up very high up on the list, and the only thing the man can do is knock down the contenders, man. Come on, man. He ain't trying to bring no damn competition. Now, Sami Zayn, one that also needed torso cracking, but not because it was the wrong upper torso. It was mainly due to just him not having any chest hair. Like Sami Zayn, I don't think he'll ever take the approach. He's never going to go in the bathroom. He's like, dude, I got to trim it up, man. I got to make sure that my chest hair is all, no, dude, it's Sami Zayn. He's going to be dancing his way up in there. So yes, torso crack did require on this. The original Sami Zayn that we just got did not have that. So I was like, dude, you're getting it. I think that would only be appropriate. And if he didn't get it, I would think that probably that, yes, Daniel Bryan making a return over here, but not in WWE. No, we are talking about All Elite. Now, obviously, you could go with a different gear. This would have been more perfect if we would have had something updated. But for me, you guys are like, dude, we got to get this out. I really like the new look that he's bringing over here. So I hit up my boy Jay Reigns, and he's like, dude, I got you, man. If you need a Daniel Bryan head scan, he's going to get you with that. And of course, Beastie, once we cover that one real quick, you guys will see as to what Jane Reigns can do, because the man, he is an artist, and doing a simple head swap, even though there was painting involved, I would still consider this, mainly due to the whole gear still being the plain Jane, but still a very much needed gear. For Undertaker, if you guys did pick up the most recent, this actually is going to play out as a benefit. One, you won't need two of the same gears, right? Like, why do you need Undertaker in the same WrestleMania gear? So what I did is that we ended up head swapping it. We put that recent one that we got with the top picks, and then we put it on his prior release, which I believe this is the Walmart exclusive, and it's really good, mainly due to like the whole like shirt that it had already come with. It was very limited when it came to articulation. Now, Seth Rollins right here, he did make the return, right? We already saw him in the Shield. He was trying to reunite the fam. Get out of here. He ain't trying to reunite anybody, but what he was trying to do is let the big dog know that once the new gear change comes in, he's going to be like, all right, man, Shield back 3.0, or is it 2.0? 3.0, because I know they made a return, but yes, updated head scan, adding it onto an earlier Shield gear with the little extra right there, the shirt. Love this. Since we are on the subject right here of teams, I think the Wolfpack, dude, this is so cool. So upcoming figures that we're going to get right here in 2022, we will get the continuation of the Wolfpack. What I wanted to do, though, I know that the Legends one was being based off something different. I still wanted to try this on one of the best red gears that we've received for Kevin Nash. So I think having it the whole mixture, now mixing it in with what we got right here with the most recent, dude, this is so damn freaking epic. Love this. Simple head swap, but it's amazing what a simple head swap will do. Now, getting into some earlier nostalgia, when you're talking about early WHF and video games that you used to love to play, still to this date, I'm still going to consider Here Comes to Pain, hands down, one of the best. And go in the comments. I want you to tell me, what's your best favorite game ever? I think for me, you guys, the purple gear, and it's not that it was a significant gear, during his actual like title run, but again, going based off that whole video game, actually, that's one thing that I would personally love to see. I would love to see a gear for every single superstar that was put into that game be brought right here into figure form. That way, my whole Ruthless display can see the upgrade. And what we did right here, this is the Ultimate Edition Triple H, and this is going based off right here. I think this is Fan Central. We got this with the Toys R Us exclusive. Actually, the last figure line that they had put out, that's what this was based off. So very expensive and pricey one, especially if you're doing it up these days, because that UE, man, dude, that boy, yeah, he ain't trying to go down in price. And talking about that Fan Central, that's a different song and dance. Now, getting into the Hulkster, not the actual Hulkster himself, but Shawn Michaels dressed up as, I think this Jax head scan really completed this. Actually, I would say the most recent Hulkster, this benefited in so many ways. Obviously, the bandana. I couldn't find a Hulk Hogan that had the circumference that I could actually put onto the Jax. So once we got that mixed in with the actual boa, he's like, yo, man, what you doing with my gear? Well, I'm challenging you. I'm going to dress as you. Maybe I can be as good as you. He's like, no. Big boot, leg drop, Ultimate Edition upgrade before Mattel could actually execute it. And if you ask really any Hulk Hogan fan, this is what we wanted for the Ultimate Edition. Yes, there was a poll, but I think hands down, the true figgy collector, this right here, the combination with the recent Elite and the UE Hulkster, again, another formula that will get pricey here in the near future. So if I were you guys, I'd go on ringside, man. I know they're starting to go up in price, but before you know it, it's going to fall different, such as Triple H, Goldberg. I know you guys are still wondering about that, and we are going to bring him up here. Before we do, though, we got to bring Beastie, because he's still hiding. He's like, dude, you're bringing an earlier version of myself, not talking about the best farmer in the game. And this is true, guys. I actually went over to Minnesota last weekend, and I was asking the farmers, I'm like, yo, who's doing it up like this? Well, there's nobody that's actually doing it up. Not the way that Beastie has been, and he's going to continue to do it. Champion, WrestleMania, him, big dog, title versus title. Now we had it going down. Right here, Jax. If you guys were wondering where the shirt is coming from, Trevor Murdoch, the whole, overalls, this is based off the Hillbilly Jim, and more based off when he started coming back with that gear. Rollins, you're laying down on the figgy job, man. Goldberg, now we can talk about you, man, because right here, the Makis, we had to keep it Maki, man. This was a great time for him. He was champion, and not WCW champion, but we're talking about when he made the comeback. He's like, dude, I could still throw down, man. I'm Bill freaking Goldberg. I better be coming with the title, and yes, it is based off the Rock packaging. They haven't made a UE, so having it here mixed in. And if you guys are curious on the formula on this is the John Cena mixed in with Goldberg. Obviously, really, you could do any gear. You could do like a WCW gear, but I think Ultimate Edition Goldberg has to happen. Drop a like, you guys. If you guys think that that's something that should happen right here in 2022. I know there's a lot of candidates, and I know they were saying that The Fiend was a waste. Edge, I know he wasn't, even though the torso on that, people had issues with it. And this is a good thing about this, is that had you guys gone on Ringside during the whole Christmas season, they had that UE for $21 shipped. Hell of a deal. So what I did, man, I loaded it up and I wanted to make some changes. Obviously, I put the UE with the Elite, and then the Elite got the upgrade right there with the torso swap. He's a little chest hair. You know, obviously the man has a little bit. So the fact that Mattel didn't include it, I think what it is, you guys, is that they just don't like to do chest hair. AJ Styles too. He was also a victim. So we swapped it. Earlier, AJ did have it, so we didn't have to paint on the tattoos. None of that had to be done. It was just grabbing the green gear. And the other thing, too, that occurred, actually, this was a fairly recent. This one was based off it was the WrestleMania AJ Styles, and the only AJ yet that has received the double upgrade right here with the double hinge on the elbow. So green gear, definitely the first. And you can do this with really any gear. I mean, really, the only thing that you would have to take in consideration is that you would have to swap out the wrist strap, the glove, and the elbow. But again, having that ability to do that, that's awesome. Really cool. Once that did get leveled up, this, at least for the time, it should play off right now to hold me off until we finally get that Ultimate Edition AJ Styles. Probably the most requested for a current gear. For Shawn Michaels, Series 100, guy was just sitting on my shelf, dude. I'm telling you, you went to any Walmart, like, yeah, we're going to be freaking shelf warming, ain't nobody buying us. But then you got something like this landing. You got the WrestleMania Elite, actually same lineup as the AJ Styles, but then you got that mixed in with Basic Series 100. This right here, probably best Shawn Michaels in the last couple of years. Really dug that they actually included the entrance gear. Sometimes they do without, so I'm glad that they didn't on this go around. For MVP, I actually ended up pre-ordering the basic on a later note, and then it's on back order right now. I think he's scheduled to be released actually this upcoming month. But regardless, we got our Elite. I got the Ultimate Warrior from the Legends line. I mixed it in. Obviously, we had to hand swap it. We had to swap out, all the little extras. But that Elite head scan upgrade definitely did me right there for Bobby Lashley until we get that basic. Now, Rollins, he will be featured twice. And the reason why there's no head on this man is because the head is on the Shield guy. Come on, man. That's a simple answer. It's a simple question. And he's like, yo, what are you doing, man? You can't be coming up here as Best Customs if you don't got the head scan. Well, you actually can't be coming up here if you don't even tell the people what the hell you did. Like, seriously, how are people going to know if they didn't pick up the basic? Because it was originally based off the 2-pack where we got the black jacket, and you actually could use the same style when it comes to if you were to make like his whole Elimination Chamber gear. This jacket right here worked out real well, and I got the basic arm still on the Elite. We torso cracked it, and this played out really well. All right, Ballard, now you can come up here because the all-red theme, you guys know I love my red, and I think right there just makes it look really clean. I grabbed the basic, one that actually had the red boots, added the red knee pads on the all-red, plus the little head swappy. He's like, yeah, buddy, I'm ready to hit you hard. He's like, no, man, first we got to do AEW. Yeah, you keep doing what you're doing. Hopefully you'll get a title opportunity. But give me your thoughts. Let me know what your best fix up. Again, if you guys want to see the best customs, ones that actually have paint incorporated, a little bit more stuff going on apart from actual body part swaps, let me know in the comments. I want to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one. RVD.